am the black child. All the world awaits my coming. All the earth watches with interest to see what I shall become. Civilization hangs in the balance for what I am, the world of tomorrow will be. I am the black child. You have brought me into this world about which I know nothing. You hold in your hands my destiny. You determine whether I shall succeed or fail. Give me, I beg you, a world where I can walk tall and proud. Train me as your duty unto me to love myself, my people, and to build and maintain a great nation. I'd like to welcome you to Shelter Fest Seattle 2020, Day 2. What up, y'all? I'll be your host, Jace ECAj, the other half of that crew. Y'all know it, Black Stacks. Before we get started, I want to welcome everyone for joining us wherever you are in the world. Sit back, relax, and get ready for a great time. Of course, we have to do some housekeeping before we get to the meat of this soul food that we're about to share. I want to shout out the partners who have made Shelter Fest Seattle a reality, who have put forth great effort to make sure that they're able to bring a solid piece to the world to witness what is going on the other side, like I say, of Seattle, Washington. So to our partners, I want to shout out For Culture, Allied Arts Foundation, Glazers, Signal Radio, Glassy Baby, and Color Creative. Also to the supporters, to the one and only Miracraft PR, UW, Community-Led Consulting, Hemispheres, Avast Recording Company, Hovercast, Lead Sound, Streamlabs, In the Shed, Youngstown Cultural Arts Center, Sub Pop, ConvergeMedia, South End Emerald, Totem Star, and KEXP. And that's just to name a few, because the other part is you. We are really glad to have you join us here today for this wonderful showcase that we're going to have. And I want to give a lot of love and shout out to Bad Habit Media. They put together a solid piece. So big shout out to them. And I want to also acknowledge those that were here yesterday. If you didn't tune in yesterday, I did. Oh, it was off the charts. It was beautiful. Had me smiling the whole time. I was loving to be from Pacific Northwest yesterday to show the diversity and the care and concern that art has when it talks about community upliftment and social justice. So I want to give a shout out to Tiffany Wilson, Gifted Gab, Beverly Crusher, Maya Marie, and of course to my partner, Felicia Lau, the other half of Black Stacks. There were guest appearances by Chef Grace Love and Chef Trey Lamont, and trust me, it was wonderful to be a part of that union of folks just to celebrate what we're doing and why we're doing it. Shelter Fest team donated their time to make sure that this event is free. So if you're tapped in, this is free. So I would ask, what would you pay for a festival of this magnitude, of this caliber? What would you pay if you were in person? That's what we're asking you to do now, is to support by making a donation. Make a donation to Seattle Artist Relief Fund, who's doing great work. We'll talk more about them. You can pay the talent directly, and you can order from Black-owned restaurants in the virtual food truck section on shelterfestseattle.com. You can do all of this and make a contribution so that the artists, the restaurant owners, the entrepreneurs, the community understands how important this really is. The Seattle Artist Relief Fund, very important entity, particularly during this pandemic time, particularly during this COVID, when artists are no longer able to get in front of the people and share energy. Seattle Artist Relief Fund made it accessible so that artists have some type of funding during this time. It directly supports artists in the greater Seattle area affected by this pandemic, focuses on the BIPOC artists, transgender, and non-binary artists, as well as disabled artists. It's organized by Ijeoma, Alu, and Langston Hughes. It has raised and distributed over $1 million so far, but we still need more. there's still artists in need right now, and this is where you can help. We're no longer accepting applicants, but we still need to raise $100,000 to fulfill the needs of the applicants that are still on the waiting list. Folks are still waiting to be helped in this time as they're creating in this time. And to support from the website, you can click on the link below, or you can just visit LangstonSeattle.org/SARF. Once again, that's LangstonSeattle.org/SARF. If you're watching from KEXP YouTube channel, you can make a payment directly through the donate button on this video. Now, remember why we're here. It's not just to ask for money. It's also to share what we've been working on and cooking up here in Seattle, Washington, on the Black hand side of art. The goal of the festival is to connect the Seattle Artist Relief Fund with Shelter Fest goals, supporting Black artists and restaurant owners, to highlight the pandemic impact on the music and food service industries, and to discuss why it's specifically important to support Black artists and restaurant owners. It's also to highlight an all-Black lineup here in Seattle, Washington. There's virtual food truck section. Tap in, order, you'll get some great food. You can sit back and enjoy a good meal as you listen and watch this presentation of Shelter Fest Seattle 2020. And to get featured on the stream, you know, we got artist engagement, so tap in with me. Talk to me. Holler at me. Scream at me. Tell me what's up. I love engagement. I'm the type of person that likes to shake a hand and make a friend. So let's make some friends while we're sitting here virtually. And one last thing. We have giveaways. We did a giveaway, and there's some really, really, really great gifts, right? Sub Pop has generously provided us with dope giveaway package worth of $175 worth of vinyl, apparel, stickers, and a tote. To enter, simply give a minimum of $20 to either the Seattle Artist Relief Fund, talent that's here at the festival, any of the restaurants in our virtual food truck, and upload your receipt or confirmation through the form found on shelterfestseattle.com, and the winners will be announced tonight at the end of the show. Are you ready? We're ready. We want to bring this to you live from SEA all the way to wherever you are around the world. Up next, we have the one and only Rell Be Free. This young brother is putting in work. When you say putting it to the grind, he's grinding. To start things off, he has 2 songs, a great interview, and I really want you to take a listen to what he's saying, because it's not just what he's saying, it's his actions that he's taking. So in full effect, Rell Be Free is an eclectic musician, underground educator, and multifaceted entrepreneur. He's based out of Seattle, but Rell is always quick to let you know where he's from. South End, yeah. So stay tuned for our first set after the break, and Rell Be Free.
Wake up in the morning, solo in the bed. I be up before the sun with this pressure in my head. Wanna text a shorty, I don't wanna be alone. Just go back to sleep, cause I couldn't find my phone. Got this reoccurring dream, standing on the edge. Then I grow some wings and I fall out of the bed. Wake up in a panic, cause I thought that it was real. No, I'm into flying, baby, that's just how I feel. Fronting for an image, or you lying to yourself? When you look into the mirror, how you feel about yourself? What you telling to yourself? Are you checking on yourself? Are you betting on yourself? Are you setting up yourself for the win? The win? Where do you begin? Or are you sitting waiting for the pressure setting in? Can they catch you clocking extra hours when you in the gym? Take a lot of preparation, wanna make it to the end? Let's be honest, dedicate regardless. Alone go fast, but together is the farthest. Hard knock life, so you gotta go harder. All about the strategy, gotta be smarter. If you want stripes, then you gotta be solid. Crunch time shot, 8-ball, corner pocket. Science ain't rocket, pilot in the cockpit. Grind like time, you can never stop it. Done with all the talking, whenever you walking. Bird's eye view, that's a visionary hawking. The art of war, to find a cure. I'm pretty sure the insecure could not afford to do a tour throughout the world, no less the third. Just say the word, I'll hit the curb and hit the clouds. Just like a bird, I heard a voice say that it's your turn. What? I heard a voice say that it's your turn. When I wake up in the morning, solo in the bed, I be up before the storm with this pressure in my head. Wanna catch a shorty, I don't wanna be alone. Just go back to sleep, cause I couldn't find my phone. Got this reoccurring dream, standing on the edge. Then I grow some wings, then I fall out of the bed. I wake up in a panic, cause I thought that it was real. No, I'm meant to fly and shawty, that's just how I feel, how I feel. That's just how I feel, yeah. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Yeah. Nasty. Yeah. Na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Coin flip on that shit. Yeah. What's poppin'? My name is Rell Be. I'm from the South End of Seattle. I'm a conceptual artist, so I do a couple of different types of art. Music is one particular outlet that people know me for. My art is about the process of making it, and even less about like the artifacts. I just make a lot of stuff. I'm influenced by the folks around me, so Talea, Fifth House, Sam, Noah, Pax. Those are a lot of my musical influences, are the people that I make music with that are right around me. Some of my influences are not just based in music. Shout out to King County Equity Now, Decriminalize Seattle. Those are coalitions that the work that I do in the neighborhood and the city are a part of. Shout out to Creative Justice, Arts-Based Alternative to Probation and Incarceration. Y'all go support Creative Justice and the homies over there. Shout out to Wall Block, Washington Building Leaders of Change, doing great organizing work in the Rainier Beach neighborhood and throughout the city, really serving this neighborhood. There's a lot of organizing I'm tapped into, but just shout out to everybody that's really like putting their energy into the city. I went to Aki Karosi, which is up the street. I lived around the corner up on Othello for a while as well. So this is a neighborhood I grew up in, and as I get older, I really recognize I'm one of few people that grew up here, still here, and still active here. This is where my roots is at. I got a lot of youngins that I'm tapped in with that are not so young anymore. And so my identity as a black person definitely influences my music. My identity as cancer, you know what I'm saying, influences my music. My identity as, you know what I'm saying, somebody that is cis and male definitely influenced. And I think that there's things like that specifically that do put pressure on me to make sure I'm being intentional with the art I put out. Because specifically, you know, as a black male, there's a certain type of music that comes out that sometimes leaves a lot of our community out, leaves out a lot of people that we're supposed to be loving on, you know what I'm saying? I don't want my queer homies to listen to my music. I don't want my women friends to listen to the music and be offended by what the fuck I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Or I feel like this isn't for them. And so I do want to be intentional with that. So parts of my identity definitely help create the art, but I really think the art is just like a small reflection of some part of me. It's never all of me, you know? If I could talk to myself from 10 years ago, I wouldn't say shit to him. I'd keep it mute. I wouldn't say jack. Even though 10 years ago, I was ball as life and I was going to be on a mission trying to get to the NBA. This was Unrealistic. At the time, I look back and say that. But I'm not going to tell this little 18-year-old nigga, like, don't follow your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because me following that dream, even though I had to take a different route to get to a place where I'm, like, expressing myself in a way, like, I wouldn't change that. So I probably just look at him and be like, look at Lil Rell with his afro talking all this shit. You don't know nothing. I wouldn't say it to him. I'd say it as I'm looking, and I'd be like, keep going, little bro, you know? Love yourself. Appreciate the time you got with your loved ones around you, because 10 years later, a lot of them ain't around. Real shit. Yo, we're about to do Cut Me Off, also off of So What, Phase 2, produced by my mans Noah Comb Flip over at Mead Street. Let's get it. R.I.P. All my folk up in the sky. Yeah, why? Dolomite, hold the light to my face, yeah. That's alright, you don't like what I say, yeah. Give a fuck what you want, that's okay, yeah. Got some toys in the trunk if you play, yeah. Dolomite, hold the light to my face, yeah. That's alright, you don't like what I say, yeah. Give a fuck what you want, that's okay, yeah. Got some toys in the trunk if you play, yeah. When y'all move with that talk, you can miss me. Boomerang, throw it back, take it like a frisbee. I ain't playing hacky sack, I was on a college campus. They was looking for me, but they know I'm catching all the lamps. Light in the street, yeah, light when it's deep, Then you gon' lose, don't snooze when you sleep, yeah. Watch out for your back, cause they just might come attack you in your bathroom. You don't know, nigga, that's who do you, and it move through whole city crazy. Lately they been shooting niggas with they babies. R.I.P. to Sean, R.I.P. to Warning, R.I.P. to P, that's my nigga homie. I'm running for the city and I got it on me. And I tell a story, hope you see the allegories. I be Robert Horry, waiting for my shot. When I take it, better drop. Nigga headed to the top and they see me. Yeah, I ain't got no Lamborghini. Yeah, but I got legacy inside of me. Yeah, I see the light, it's right in front of me. Yeah, Dolomite, hold the light to my face, yeah. That's alright, you don't like what I say, yeah. Give a fuck what you want, that's okay, yeah. Got some toys in the trunk if you play, yeah. Dolomite, hold the light to my face, yeah. That's alright, you don't like what I say, yeah. Give a fuck what you want, that's okay, yeah. Got some toys in the trunk if you play, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I told y'all. One of South End's finest. Y'all know who that was, and if you didn't know who it was, that was Rell Be Free, the MC, the artist, the man, the mission. I love his perspective that it's so diverse and he doesn't limit himself, because once you do that and get stuck in a box, then you're easier to contain. And so we breaking out of the boxes. So once again, you were listening to the sounds of Rell Be Free, and he got some projects coming up. So I want to tap you in with that. And also he has some payment handles. If you like what you were hearing, I see Bovine says he's bringing back hip hop to its roots and pushing the future. And Shayna says amazing perspective. So, you know, I see that y'all are paying attention and tapping in, which is a beautiful thing. So Rell Be Free, So What, Phase 2. And so is spelled S-O-W. So What, Phase 2 is coming soon to all streaming platforms. His payment handle on Venmo is at Rell Be Free. That's Venmo at RELLBEFREE at Rell Be Free. You can also cash app him at free money. You know what I mean? Free money. $FREEMUNNY. That's $FREEMUNNY Rell Be Free, South End, one of the finest. Once again, I'm your host. I always want to say co-host because I want to give Nikita Oliver so much love for how she just laid the foundation for today. But I'm your host of today, of this evening, day 2, Shelter Fest 2020, Seattle. We here, we live, around the world, we tapped in. I go by the name of Jace, ECAj, the other half of the tandem Black Stacks. And I want to remind you why we're here at Shelter Fest Seattle. It is to directly support Black artists and restaurant owners in the greater Seattle area. And if you're not tuning in from our website, you can visit shelterfestseattle.com and pay talent directly. You can donate whatever you want to donate to these artists. Trust me, that is greatly appreciated. You can order for my Black-owned restaurants and our own virtual food truck section. You can enter the giveaway with some great gifts that we'll get to later on here in the program. And you can support the Seattle Artist Relief Fund. Very, very important. Put together by community members, by artists, by people who saw the need during this pandemic to help artists with funding during this time. And we still need to raise $100,000. All right? So that's the easy part of it, right? I get to read, I get to vibe, I get to talk a little bit. But I also want to make sure that you understand why we're here. Yes, we're here to have a good time, but we're also here to build something. And in building something, we need to have the resources needed so that we can build the strongest buildings. Shelter Fest is giving us the opportunity to showcase what that building can look like if we come together and utilize these talents from all the artists and all the creatives here in the Pacific Northwest, particularly Seattle, Washington. All right. So visit shelterfestseattle.com. That's SHELTERFESTSEATTLE.com. Shelterfestseattle.com. Support these artists, get you some good food, and just tap in with us. We here, y'all. And then next up, we have BEARAXE. BEARAXE is a Seattle rock and roll band. BEARAXE is torrential, fronted by the cornucopia voiced Shayna. Excuse me. Let's do that again. Fronted by the cornucopia voiced Shayna Shepherd. BEARAXE also features the nimble Matt Williams on lead guitar, pocket perfect John Lennon on the bass, and dizzying Oz Libre on the drums. Don't miss this one. BEARAXE coming up after this message.
Hey everybody, this is Jay from Signal, and I'm in our studios here in Pioneer Square, which is where we are hosting the live stream for this, the very first edition of Shelter Fest. We've got Lorenzo and Cosmo and the crew from Shelter Fest in the studio with us tonight, and I'd also like to invite you to check out a little conversation I did with those guys recently where we talk about everything that went into putting on the festival this year, as well as the bigger issues at play in our city and beyond. So enjoy the rest of tonight's proceedings because we've got some great performances coming up for you.
All right, Shelter Fest. We're BEARAXE, and we're talking about winning, because we deserve a win. Get it! Get on top, like you were the bottom. Kill the game, that's the way to own 'em. When you are my captain, here's the floor. It's been a journey. Write a book at the final chapter. In the cook, I like a reactor. Climb aboard on my way to hell. Hit the door, lock it number 7. But when you're bored, like you gotta forward to me, well I am glad to be waiting for the kill. Oh honey, now roll up them sleeves and get back to work, 'cause we got business to take care of. For the kill, that's when you can feel it. I'm not found realness. For the kill, when you lock her in a desert and make them look you got the body for ya. For the kill. Ooh, bring it back. Oh, let you bring your board like you can. Oh, to me, well, I am glad to for the kill, for the kill, for the kill. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Glory! BEARAXE's influences really are all over the place. We are interesting because we came together over some strange and obscure artists, and also just like the heavyweights. Like we love Led Zeppelin, we love Metallica. Who were you talking about earlier? Melissa Etheridge?
Oh yeah, Melissa Etheridge. Yeah, we come from like a lot of diverse like musical backgrounds. We all got our influences and everything.
Oh, what's our music making process?
Our music making process is raw, real, and raw.
Accurate.
But we have fun too.
Well, some stereotypes that I find all the time is that Black people don't study and work really, really hard to be good at music. I feel like our band specifically, like, we shred, like, we listen to shredders and we try to emulate, like, our favorite artists. And that takes a lot of work and practice and, like, a lot of being really studious, honestly. And like there's this expectation of like, oh, you're a Black girl who sings loud and big and therefore you were just born with that. And it's like annoying because I studied opera for 6 years of my life and toured, and like, you know, people see somebody who looks like me, they see like, you know, 5'3" and like, you know, curvaceous, and I'm Black, and like I'm aggressive in the way that I speak and the way that I share my story, and they have expectations that I'm gonna be certain ways, and like that I don't know how to work with other people, or that like I'm gonna be a diva, and like you have to just like absorb all of those like microaggressions and like not sweat it, you know, just, but it makes you strong, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel really comfortable in the fact that like all of those stereotypes have prepared me to digest the way that people perceive me and to remember who I am even more so, not worry about it. I mean, most of those things are like, oh, I'm a bad bitch. Thank you for noticing. Thanks.
When it comes to stereotypes, one thing that people should learn to acknowledge is the dignity of having the right to be who you are and have room to grow into who you choose to be. Being a Black artist is empowering. I'm one of many who are and aren't, and respected.
I was really moved by what you just said of being one of many, and how that is a responsibility and a calling, and also just like a very huge weight right now. Now that we're in this time where, you know, we're still seeking justice for Breonna Taylor, and we're still seeking justice for so many slaughtered Black men in our country. Now this life that I led, like that I'm leading as a Black artist, honestly, I'm like, okay, I thought that this was going to be a protective thing for me. And now it's like this huge mantle that like I have to carry. This band has always been about finding that inarticulatable whatever thing that connects people in music, even though they come from different walks of life. And now we're having a meeting where we're talking about our perspective and our experience as Black artists, and that is not a part of our music. But it's important now. What I would say to Black people that are joining this conversation for this interview, I would say, what's up? And hey, girl. Because this is not a safe space to talk to you. This is a space that is filled with a lot of white people and a lot of different perspectives, and we're going to talk the way we talk in front of white people. And I will say this, we're killing it. We're beautiful. Every step that we walk is a step in the right direction. When we stumble, others will pick us up, or they will marvel at the beauty of our fall. And this is a time that our only job is to be ourselves.
You are the definition of your own happiness. Your color is beautiful. My color is beautiful. Our color is beautiful. Embrace yourselves. Embrace all the differences that you see within other people. Be open-minded. Do not base your life on what others think of you alone to define you.
And for every single Black little girl and little boy who are looking at this changing world and thinking, where am I supposed to fit? I would say you fit with us. You fit exactly where you need to fit, whether the people look like us or they look like your teacher or they look like anywhere. You belong in any spot because that's your space. So just take it. Well, hey out there. We're BEARAXE. Thank you so much for having us, Shelter Fest. It's an honor. This song is called Heroin. Caught in another lonely place, disregarded, trampled in the waste. I suppose that I might have done you good, but the rose guard breaks your tender skin. And where do I begin? But I never tried. called brown liquor. The brownest of it brown. So why not pound the town? Over there. Hi. Yeah, I'm sorry. But brown liquor make me give it up. We tried. Brown liquor make me wanna fall. And brown liquor make me give it up. Shelterfest. We're BEARAXE. It's been a pleasure. Stay vigilant out there.
BEARAXE. BEARAXE. Come on with it. I mean, come on with it. Now, if you're not up moving and grooving after that, then you really chilling today. You really relaxing, because that had me smiling and head nodding and looking over it. Oh, you know, I'm sitting here with G Fields live at Fat Funk Studios in Beacon Hill, and we just smiling. What a powerhouse performance. Once again, that was BEARAXE, right? Listen to all their music on all the streaming platforms. They have new music coming soon. Their payment handles, Venmo is at BEARAXE. Once again, that's Venmo at BEARAXE. That's BEARAXE. ECAjBand. Whoo, powerful. And when I'm saying powerful, powerful to the point where if you didn't know, now you know. And if you don't know, ask somebody. Once again, I am your host. I go by the name of Jace ECAj, the other half of the tandem, Black Stacks. And we're here live on Shelter Fest Seattle 2020. And why we're here, why you're getting these powerful performances, why you're getting this eclectic wordplay by Rell Be is because we're here to directly support Black artists and restaurant owners here in the greater Seattle area. Once again, y'all, that was BEARAXE. Woo, I can't wait to go see them live. Also, just a little housekeeping, a little, keep you up to date for those tapping in and tuning in. I want to welcome you again to Shelter Fest 2020 and to remind you why we're here. We're here to support the Seattle Artist Relief Fund. The Seattle Artist Relief Fund supports artists in the greater Seattle area during this pandemic. It focuses on BIPOC artists, transgender and non-binary artists, as well as disabled artists. We still need to raise over $100,000 for all the applicants on their wait list. We really need the support. So however you can give, whatever you can give, we really will appreciate that as artists and creatives here in the Northwest, particularly Seattle area. And if you are on our website, you can click below and just hit the button. And if you're not on our website, you can visit langstonseattle.org/SARF. Once again, that's langstonseattle.org/SARF. And if you're watching from KEXP YouTube channel, you can make a payment directly through the donate button on the video. All right. Once again, this is how we're going to show the world how we support artists and why it's important that other artists' voices are being heard during this time. Right now is a really, really unique time in American history, and it's important that we make our stamp on that, particularly being here in the Northwest. So supporting these artists, supporting these Black-owned restaurants is a perfect way to show your support and be an ally to those that are in the fight for our freedom, our equity, and our balance and freedom here in this country and around the world. And I also wanted to acknowledge those around the world that are fighting for their humanity and their freedom, whether it's Armenia, whether it's Nigeria, whether it's Ethiopia, or whether it's here in the United States of America. That fight is real, and artists play a big role in that. If you're not on our website, visit shelterfestseattle.com for more information, ways to support, giveaway instructions, and a chat box. Send me a message so you can be featured on the stream. I saw it blowing up through BEARAXE, and let's keep that going. Let's keep that moving. This is how we exchange energy through the virtual realm that we have to live into this virtual world. We had a couple artist engagement pieces that I want to read. One was from John. He says, Matt, John, Oz, Shayna, so amazing. I would have to agree 110% with that, John. And then Max says, I can't wait to see BEARAXE live again. They absolutely destroy. And when he says destroy, it's to break you apart so you can come back together. What a great artist group. I can't wait to go see them. I'm going to have to go to a BEARAXE show and probably hide somewhere in the corner so that I could be in there and be easy and won't bump my head too much. But we're going to continue rolling. We're going to continue keep moving. Remember why we're here. Remember what this is about. Shelter Fest Seattle 2020. And up next, we have Chef Edouardo Jordan. And not only do I just want to say his name, I want to give you a little history on why he is important to what is happening in the food industry here in Seattle. He is a two-time James Beard Award-winning chef. Chef Edouardo is the owner of Solari, JuneBaby, and Lucinda Grain Bar located in the Ravenna neighborhood of Seattle, and plays a major role in bringing attention and flavor to the Northwest. So coming up right after the break is Chef Edouardo Jordan. Stay tuned.
My name is Edouardo Jordan. I'm the chef and owner of JuneBaby Restaurant, Solari Restaurant, and Lucinda Grain Bar here in Seattle. My inspiration with opening JuneBaby was to be able to bring Southern food to life through the lens of a Black chef. I really wanted to tell my story and my ancestors' story of Southern food, the good, the bad, the ugly, shedding light on how Southern food is the foundation of American cuisine. My influences and inspiration behind JuneBaby is my mom, my grandmother, my father, all the ancestors that came before that were cooking the foods that my folks grew up with, the classics, the traditions. We're digging deep in the history book to bring back ingredients and dishes that truly exemplify what Southern food is all about. I think the most important thing that we're doing here at JuneBaby is we're honoring our history, and we're being able to tell our own story, and we're not allowing someone else to tell our story. That's the quickest way to lose your identity. My experience as a Black chef in Seattle honestly has been really good. My neighborhood and my friends and family here in Seattle have really welcomed me in. There's a lot of pressure on being, one of the top chefs in the city and being of color. I say it's tough because there's a lot of weight on you, all eyes on you, and you have to perform at your best all the time. And I'm also an inspiration to so many young culinarians out there, especially little Black kids that look like me. So it's been a great experience. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of weight, but I'm here for the test. In 2018, we won, and I say we because it wasn't just me. We won 2 James Beard Awards. Winning those 2 accolades, it's like a shining point in my career, one of those monumental moments. JuneBaby won Best New Restaurant in the country. I won Best Chef Northwest. To win both of those in the same year, that's a feat on its own. But that lets me know and my staff know that people recognize the body of work that we actually are doing. Honestly, right now what we're working on is just survival. COVID-19 has been disastrous for us. It's just like the rest of my community and everyone. We're all struggling. The whole ideal of the restaurant is to restore people by bringing them in together and rejoice, break bread together. We lost a large piece of what we are. We definitely had to change our game plan and our business plan to adapt. People can now buy things like our chitlin shirts, our hoodies. A lot of our pantry items, our jams and jellies and pickles are there. You can buy our cornbread. So we have a big online presence now. We're working hard to put our items into grocery stores. We're doing frozen foods, and we have 2 beautiful takeout programs that are going right now at JuneBaby and at Solari Restaurant. So we're just running as fast as we can and trying to stay a path. It's super important to support our minority-owned businesses. Not only just during the pandemic, but all the time. We are the fabric, the culture, and sometimes the ideals behind a lot of the neighborhoods and communities. Culture is key, and the only way that we're going to continue driving culture and diversity and equity is by supporting everyone, but definitely the businesses of color. We're in this fight together. Let's fight the right fight, and let's get through this together.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, Edouardo. Let's get through it together. And I'm glad you shared that story. I'm glad you talked about your roots and honored your roots and honored those that have gone before you, because I think it's important to acknowledge that, right? Nothing comes from nothing. Something comes from something. And so check out Chef Edouardo's Food with Roots retail line featuring pantry goods and clothing celebrating culinary traditions and history. You can now find his pimento cheese in Whole Foods, De La Rente's, Ken's Market, and Met Market. You can also support all of Chef Edouardo Jordan's restaurants through his Venmo at Power 3. Just make sure to include the restaurant you would like to support in the note. Once again, you can support all of Chef Edouardo Jordan's restaurants through his Venmo at Power 3. Just make sure to include the restaurant you would like to support in the note. Good food, good energy, good vibrations. Thank you for sharing those ingredients in what's going to make this good food here in the Northwest. Once again, y'all, I'm your host. I go by the name of Jace ECAj, the one and only part of the tandem Black Stats. You know, I got to give a little love to my partner, Miss Felicia Loud. I know she's tapped in. She just told me she got an order from Fats Chicken and Waffles, and so I know she's enjoying the show. Once again, remember why we're here. This is to support Black artists and restaurant owners in the Seattle area, right? I want you to remind you that you can go to our virtual food trucks on shelterfestseattle.com, and you can make an order. Some of the featured restaurants we have are the one I just mentioned. One of my favorite spots, Fats Chicken and Waffles, Southern style, New Orleans influenced restaurant focusing on authentic and natural ingredients in the heart of the Central District. Another one of my favorites in the Columbia City is Island Soul, Rum and Bar Soul Shack. It's a family business in Columbia City serving Caribbean-inspired soul food. Another place I found this over in Renton, I didn't even know it was there, was Bon Bana. It was Renton-based cafe sourcing and delivering specialty coffee from Ethiopia and Rwanda. They'll donate $5 to every bag of coffee ordered with the code SHELTERFEST. The coffee's good. It's real good. And it's a beautiful place to sit and just make them, meet folks and also talk whatever's going on in the world and with you. An order of $20 or more qualifies you for our giveaway. So if you spend $20, you're automatically entered into our giveaway, but you have to visit the website for instructions to enter. And once again, the website is shelterfestseattle.com. Shelterfestseattle.com. All right. I'm getting tapped on my text messages, but I'm looking at the little engagement that we've been having here live as things are going. And Shayna says, Jace ECAj is killing it with the hosting. You killed it with the voice. That voice is, you're a powerhouse. Oh, the love. Hey, the love is mutual. The feeling is mutual. Thank you for tapping in and sharing your talents with the world and sharing your stories with the world. And once again, you can find all of this on shelterfestseattle.com. All right. And remember why we're here. We're here to support the Seattle Artist Relief Fund. We still need to raise $100,000. And it's so important right now that we support each other, especially Black artists and restaurants through this pandemic. And it shouldn't stop once the pandemic is over. This should just be a start to how we're going to move as a community, as a culture, as a craft, as a city, moving forward, even once the pandemic and all these guidelines that have been lifted are no longer there. How do we stay tapped into each other? It's so very, very important. And like my friend says, Lady Flavor said to me all the way in Las Vegas, she holds a radio show, and she made a statement to me that art is not just about when we're here, it's also about when we're not. So what do we establish as a Northwest Seattle-based art culture? And next up, we got Clinton Fearon. Oh yeah, y'all about to get hit with something. So Clinton Fearon is a Jamaican reggae master. Clinton Fearon is a song maker, singer, and multi-instrumentalist. He's played bass and sang for the Gladiators for 18 years, touring the world and recording dozens of albums. In 1993, Clinton started a new career in Seattle and founded his own Clinton Fearon and the Boogie Brown Band with local musicians. Since then, he has produced 12 albums under that name with his band or in solo acoustic. Today at almost 70, give thanks, blessings. Today at almost 70, Clinton Fearon stays very productive. Last year, he released History Say and toured in Europe, Africa, Brazil, and several U.S. states. He has recently released a single called Fix It, available on all streaming platforms. Stay tuned for Clinton Fearon right after this message.
Thank you for tuning in to Shelter Fest and for supporting Seattle's Black and brown artists and small businesses. My name is Omari Salisbury. I'm the founder of ConvergeMedia. Some of you guys might know me for my coverage of Seattle's Black community. What you might not know is that ConvergeMedia was started to amplify as well as curate Black content, that's video and audio, to our audience across the Pacific Northwest. Make sure and check us out at whereweconverge.com or across social media at WWConverge. Just a reminder to please donate, make sure you order some of that food, and share the stream.
Changes, hey, and everyone around come look. Yes, oh yes, we've got changes. A little bit of peace, that's what it took. Finally, we're talking again, together again, down memory lane. Finally, we're smiling again, together again. Sunshine or rain, we will maintain. In the light, there's no darkness. In the light, there's no darkness. In the light, there's no darkness. It's best to live the life we love and love the life we live. Live the life we love, yes. Hey, changes, hey. And everyone around come look. Yes, oh yes, we've got changes. A little bit of care, that's what it took. Naturally, nature is calling, and I hope that we're willing to live, and let's live. Yeah. Naturally, a true sense of freedom with no referendum. Just live and let's live, yeah. In the light, there's no darkness. In the light, there's no darkness. In the light, there's no darkness. It's best to live the life we love and love the life we live. Live the life we love, yes. Hey, changes, hey, and everyone around come look. Yes, oh yes, we've got changes. A little bit of sharing, that's all it took. This is my vision. This is my vision. This is a vision. This is a vision. This is a vision, I vision a sweeter, a brighter tomorrow. Hey! My name is Clinton Fearon, born and raised in Jamaica. Been loving music from as far back as I can remember. And I've been doing what I love, loving what I do. Hasn't been easy, but it take me here. And I'm having a great time being here right now, so it's a blessed thing, I think. As an identity, I'm a black guy from Jamaica, went through some hardships, and here I am. So all of that influence. I also encounter racism and all that in my travels. That also influence how I write and what I write about, because the end result, what I'm looking for, is for us all to groove together as one people, because that's who we are anyway. You heard talk about white race, black race, bullshit. Sorry for the for the expression. It's one race, the human race. And that's been my philosophy from long time. I must say, Seattle, it is inclusive of black artists, but I also think that there is a cap where you don't have the same opportunities. You have to dig hard to find and then those of us who are afraid to dig or don't have the energy to dig will not get anywhere, while some other cats don't have to dig much at all. It's unfortunate that, it's now that some people just getting involved with the kind of music. When the time is blue, people go for blue music. You understand what I mean? It's like when the time tough, you get song that resonate for you feeling when you're going through tough times, and what a time it is. If I could talk to myself from 10 years ago, I would tell myself, you know what? Do what you love and love what you do. Do your best, and the higher powers will do the rest. No one can stop your true self but your own self. This one entitled, What a World. What a world we young living in. What a world that little morning doves sing. What a world we young living in. What a crazy world, where did it all begin? What a world we young living in. What a world that little morning doves sing. What a world we are living in. What a crazy world, where did it all begin? Down, 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 down. Down, 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 bam, 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 bedley. Food, water, and clean air. So much has been taken away. Cats and dogs, the birds and the bees have lost their wild. So much has been taken away. It's hard to remember the past and the lives that were taken. The half has never been told. We go and we kneel and we beg and we pray until we're all so shaken. See, our blood runs cold. They don't want to see us all unite. Working out all day and through the night. Doing what we know to be right, yeah. We will get nowhere without the fight. Stand down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 dear. Stand down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 bam, 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 belly. What a world we are living in. What a world that little morning doves sing. What a world we are living in. What a crazy world, where did it all begin? What a world, what a world. What a crazy world, where did it all begin? What a world, what a world. What a crazy world, where did it all begin? I wanna know.
Yes, indeed. Living legend, Clinton Fearon, giving you those reggae vibes and reggae tunes. Yes, indeed. Truly appreciate that. And like I said, blessings to have him as a part of this Shelter Fest Seattle 2020. Clinton Fearon's latest single is called Fix It, available on all streaming platforms. You can visit ClintonFearon.com to tap in with Clinton and Boogie Brown Productions. His payment handles are at PayPal, paypal.me/Clinton Fearon. And I know it says me, but I said ME because I got a partner, I call him ME. But anyway, let's go to the point. PayPal at paypal.me/Clinton Fearon. Venmo at Clinton-Fearon. Once again, to support Clinton Fearon on Venmo is at Clinton-Fearon. Also, CashApp. I know there's all kind of ways digitally you can support the artists that you love or that you enjoy listening to. So you can also CashApp. It's $Clinton Fearon. All one word, $Clinton Fearon. And I guess I should tell you how to spell Clinton Fearon if you're not looking at the screen. That's ClintonFearon. So everything is at Clinton Fearon. Once again, I am your host, Jace ECAj, coming to you live from the Fat Funk Studios, live on Beacon Hill here in Seattle, Washington, enjoying the vibrations, enjoying the sounds of Shelter Fest 2020, Seattle, Washington. And while we're here, we're directly supporting Black artists and restaurant owners in the greater Seattle area. So no matter where you are, you can make a contribution to what you're hearing so that we can continue this journey as creatives, as artists, and this work that we're doing through this COVID 2020. There's also, I just want to remind you about the giveaway. We have $175 worth of vinyl, apparel, stickers, and a tote bag from Sub Pop. All you have to do is give a minimum of $20 to either the Seattle Artist Relief Fund, the Festival Talent, one of the artists you've seen and listened to and enjoyed, or any of the restaurants featured in our virtual food truck section. Remember, you can order food while you're listening, and you can upload your receipt or confirmations through the form found on shelterfestseattle.com, and the winners will be announced at the end of the day. Remember, we have giveaways, and I have a flash giveaway announcement as I'm talking about giving away things and giving away solid product. Anyone who joins the giveaway during today's show will also be entered to win our flash food truck giveaway package with food and merch from Black-owned businesses in our virtual food truck section. The prizes include 1 bag of Soul Drop biscuit mix from Nadine's Kitchen, that's from Chef Grace Love, or $25 gift card to Fat's Chicken and Waffles, or hoodies and t-shirts from Island Soul and Jones Barbecue. Once again, that is 1 bag of Soul Drop biscuit mix from Nadine's Kitchen, that's Chef Grace Love, a $25 gift card to Fat's Chicken and Waffles, or hoodies and t-shirts from Island Soul and Jones Barbecue. That sounds great to me. I wish I could enter, because I definitely would enter, at least for the $25 gift card or something, a hoodie, something, 'tis the season and the reason. You know what I mean? And we're going to keep things moving and keep things grooving. So I'm looking up at some of the interaction that I've been seeing on this night here on day 2 of Shelter Fest. And Lucy and Catherine say they love the message that Clinton Fearon just delivered. Beautiful. The wonderful and incomparable Tiffany Wilson has tapped in and put incredible with the fire emoji. And not to be left out of the conversation is the Qween, and says they don't want to see us all unite. Facts. And I'd have to agree with that. You know what I mean? And not just agree with it, but say how important it is that we do that. And this isn't to say we'll all be friends, but it's to say to understand what we're building and how we want to build and how we want the world to look at us as Black artists here in the Northwest. So once again, visit shelterfestseattle.com, tap in, go to the virtual food truck section, order some good food, send me some food. I told you I'm sitting here at Fat Funk Studio. Me and G Fields, we hungry over here. Send us some food. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with us, y'all, on the real side. But up next, we have the Qween. And I love what you said to lead into this introduction about they don't want to see us all unite. The Qween, a royal moon babe spawned from babe space, a swirl of city bitch and southern belle, makes this Spitfire femme and around the way girl you'll never be able to catch, clock, or conquer. Qween's mission is to be the magic, the hope, and the love we want to see in this world by helping us all get free through the power of performance. Without further ado, I want y'all to give it up for the Qween coming to you after this message.
Hey everybody, this is Jay from Signal, and I'm in our studios here in Pioneer Square, which is where we are hosting the live stream for this, the very first edition of Shelter Fest. We're all about creating a platform here at Signal for diverse voices and emerging independent artists, from our unfiltered podcasts and interviews to our in-studio performances. So enjoy the rest of tonight's proceedings, because we've got some great performances coming up for you.
Chillin' in the shadows, think I'm about to burst. Dusty niggas wanna cuff, but all they got is thirst. Come for me disrespectful, my niggas call you hearse. The shadows out is over now and worse come to worse, nigga. Oh, you slept on Queenie though? Bitch can't even really flow. Niggas say they stacking coins, but that shit look like penny rolls. Yeah, my bitch could pay the toll, but team finesse the way we roll. Charisma leaking out the kunky niggas on their tippy toes. You see the carriage we pulled up. On Wednesdays we wear pink, at midnight we pull bluffs. My niggas trail mix, yeah they said that we all nuts. But if Qween pop up, your niggas sign a prenup. I do, chillin' in the shadows, think I'm about to burst. Dusty niggas wanna cuff, but all they got is thirst. Come for me disrespectful, my niggas call you hearse. The shadows out, it's over now when worse come to worse. Nigga pecs, they be flexing to let the talent come second. Open your mouth second guessing, there's only truth where I'm stepping. No need to proofread this message, I leave the booth, I done blessed it. I spit the real and I spread it, your niggas call me your reverend. Bark, bark and no bite. Courage the Cali dog, off flight and no fight. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, like Mike. Bitch said she might, but never did shit. That's why you ain't catching these flights, nigga. Look at Qween, queen of every fucking thing. Your nigga said he wanna eat me out, so where's my offering? So now he buy me all the things. Lay out red carpets just for me. Qween, how you conquered all the land? Cause your man gave it all to me. Look at her, she jelly my donuts. Taking shots at the throne, but where the fuck the paper? That's why nobody booked her. When the last time she featured, I'm booking meet and greets. Oh, the Qween, please sign my t-shirt. Let's take a breath. Spit a short prayer for these hoes like Jesus wept. In a second breath, if you still breathing, then that wasn't meant for your neck, nigga. Chillin' in the shadows, think I'm about to burst. Dusty niggas wanna cuff, but all they got is thirst. Come for me disrespectful, my niggas call you hearse. The shadows out, it's over now when worse come to worse, nigga. Oh, do you get it? Oh, you ain't really with it. Ain't covenant saliva, so I guess you ain't spitting. Thought your career was a marathon, but you just good in sprinting. Ain't at first place yet, but they love me from the beginning. Got something to say? Say it to the goons in the back, ready to play. Always hugs and kisses like Qween, you fucking slay. Yeah, that's what I thought, now bitch roll my fucking J. Chillin' in the shadows, think I'm about to burst. Dusty niggas wanna cuff, but all they got is thirst. Come for me disrespectful, my niggas call you hearse. The shadows out, it's over now when worse come to worse, nigga. Oh, you slept on Queenie though? Bitch can't even really flow. Niggas say they stacking coins, but that shit look like penny rolls. Yeah, my bitch could pay the toll, but team finesse the way we roll. Charisma leaking out the kunky niggas on their tippy toes. Well, alright then. Well, alright then. Chillin' in the shadows, think I'm about to burst. Dusty niggas wanna cuff, but all they got is thirst. Come for me disrespectful, my niggas call you hearse. The shadows out, it's over now when worse come to worse, nigga. My name is the queen of everything for long, Qween for short. I'm a non-binary hard femme, they, them kind of person, you know what I'm saying? Originally from the East Coast. I'm just kidding. We are right now at Youngstown Cultural Arts Center. It's someplace that is very near and dear to my heart. They do a lot of cultural community building, full of multi-talented artists and just mentors, doing a whole bunch of just like arts justice. Just like, it's the shit. I would describe my music as, I don't know, I would say like vibey. When I think about making music, it's not very genre-based, but it's more so like how I'm feeling and like the moods that I'm trying to convey. It's like a moody, vibey situation. My identity, it definitely takes a big toll on the music because I hold so many identities. I want to be that person in other people's life that like inspire them to do the things, just like the people who were in my life who inspired me to do things, the people who taught me like to perform, to own my own voice, to stand in my power. Like all these things come through with like the way that I perform and the music that I make. It was hard to like stand in all of this at first. Once I got over the fear of, you know, being seen in like my true self in front of everybody all the time, then I was with it. I was just like, okay, well, let's go. I feel like, you know, Seattle does a very good job of like performing the progression that people see on the internet, and that's very cute. But a lot of people like myself, non-binary folks, trans blacks folks, it's just like we don't feel the safety. It's just like, you know, I feel like I need to know for a fact that if somebody even tries to like reach for me, I need to know that like all these 1,000, 1 million plus people who are behind me are going to do something more than just watch me get grabbed up. It's just like, and I just want the same for everybody. And that's why I feel like, you know, it's important to be like, yeah, it's good to say, but it's just like we have to know in here that you're going to do. And that's all I'm saying. The increase in violence has been so staggering. And us as black artists have been like taking all of this in and trying to transform this into something that is going to uplift us, to continue us into like a new tomorrow. And I feel like we have to support those who are trying to support the community. The movement for Black Lives has definitely been affecting my music since like the start of this pandemic. I was on like a very serious like writer's block because I was on like emotional overload for like so long that I was just like, I can't really allow myself to open that jar because I feel like it's one of those like things where the snakes pop out and you're just like, ah, and it's just like, yeah, it wasn't gonna be like funny or cute though. So I felt like I had to do like a lot of just like sitting with myself and just like doing some very, very rigorous feeling. And then after getting through, I took all that energy and started like making music that is more so about like celebrating and like centering like inspiration, celebration, because I feel like those things are so important right now when you feel so unsure. It's just like we need that like that hope. I'm gonna give you a little taste of the new stuff we've been working on. It's gonna be on the upcoming EP. It is called Thunderclap, and it's just a nice bouncy vibey little thing that I'm super excited for y'all to get a little taste of and let you know what's coming from the palace. Qween. Qweenie fucking the beat. Track riding on my face cause the tongue got the heat. Like a nigga with the dragon who ain't brushing his teeth. I talk fireball flames, bitch I spit I don't speak. Never swerve in my lane and never try to compete. They just kiss my ring, drop the gift and they leave. And it ain't no thing if you really was queen. You wasn't born noble bitch and you know what I mean. Hey, hey, get your booty up out the seat. Come move your feet, I got the tree rolling in the backseat. 20 L's deep, we bout the chief. Cuties in the weed, two things that don't never seem to pass me. Give your booty about the seat, come move your feet. I got the tree rolling in the backseat. 20 L's deep, we bout the chief. Cuties in the weed, two things that don't never seem to pass me. Boo, what you waiting for? Don't wanna see you glisten and I wanna see you pour. Can you make it thunderclap on the dance floor? Ask me, do you like it, baby? For sure. I said, boo, what you waiting for? Don't wanna see you glisten and I wanna see you pour. Can you make it thunderclap on the dance floor? Ask me, do you like it, baby? For sure. Now I'm acting the fool. Booty popping on the floor, so now you see what it do. Put your hand up on my waist and let me wind up on you. I know you feeling for a taste, but are you buying the food? Like a Costco play, you ain't just sampling through. You gotta break it, wanna buy it, the example is true. And I ain't faking, I ain't lying if they say I like you. But you gotta be a boss before I give it to you. Yeah, you begging me for dates when he only want the cake. Now he raising all the stakes when I know you gonna skate. Now he pulling e-break when he talking give and take. And I told that e-break cause I know you hella fake. See, he begging me for dates when he only want the cake. Got me raising all the stakes when I know you gonna skate. But you see me earthquake, now you talking give and take. But I pull a knee break cause I know you hella fake. Ho, get your booty about the seat. Now move your feet, I got the tree rolling in the backseat. 20 L's deep, we bout the chief. Cuties in the weed, two things that don't never seem to pass me. Get your booty about the seat, come move your feet. I got the tree rolling in the backseat. 20 L's deep, we bout the chief. Cuties in the weed, two things that don't never seem to pass me. Boo, what you waiting for? Don't wanna see you glisten and I wanna see you pour. Can you make it thunderclap on the dance floor? Ask me, do you like it, baby? For sure. I said, boo, what you waiting for? Don't wanna see you glisten and I wanna see you pour. And can you make it thunderclap on the dance floor? Ask me, do you like it, baby? For sure. Get your booty up out the seat, come move your feet. I got the tree rolling in the backseat. 20 L's deep, we bout the cheat. Cuties in the weed, two things that don't never seem to pass me. Boo, what you waiting for? Don't wanna see you glisten and I wanna see you pour. And can you make it thunderclap all on the dance floor? Ask me, do you like it, baby? I say for sure, for sure, for sure. I said, what you waiting see you glistening, I wanna see you pour. And can you make it thunderclap all on that, all on that? Ask me, do you like it, baby? I love it, baby. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, come on with it, the Qween. Yeah, I'm digging that. Me and G Fields sitting over here bobbing our heads, and I keep bringing G Fields up because, like I said, I'm sitting at Fat Funk Studios live on Beacon Hill, but we're going to get to the Qween. The Qween. Whew. All right. I wasn't hip on the music, but now I am. The Qween has new music on the way. To listen, search The Qween, and that's DAQWEEN on all streaming platforms. Payment handles for The Qween are CashApp, $, The Qween, $, DAQWEEN. That's Cash App. On PayPal, it's at the Qween of Everything, at DAQWEEN of Everything. Everything. It's thing, not thing. So everything. And then on Venmo, it's at the Qween. That's at DAQWEEN. Support the Qween, support the movement, support the message in the music, and support the focus and the journey. Once again, I like to say to y'all, I am your host. It's a pleasure and honor to be a part of such an important event happening out of Seattle. I go by the name of Jace ECAj, the other half of Black Stacks, and we're here live, Shelter Fest, Seattle 2020, and we're here to directly support Black artists and restaurant owners in the greater Seattle area. Now, I get a minute to, as y'all can tell, I'm a yapper, but I get a minute to say something about an agency and organization that is close to my heart. It's called The Residency. And The Residency is a hip-hop program that is really about youth development in their lives and their paths and their journey. The Residency was put together 6 years ago to support artists who normally wouldn't get an opportunity to have the ability to record in professional studios, get an opportunity to talk to some of the artists that they admire, to get classes on business and marketing, to talk about social justice and community upliftment, and of course, my favorite, culture and legacy, and why it's so important that you use your voice, particularly in times like these, to speak the things that you are passionate about, that you care about, and that you can share with the world. So the residencyseattle.org is an organization that I've been blessed to be a part of, get to work with Ben Secord, Jocelyn Ingstrom, and my brother like no other, Amir Islam, and we're able to take this program and showcase what we're able to use as resources to students who might not have ever had an opportunity to have this opportunity. Makes sense? If you want to know more, tap into the residencyseattle.org and just follow the journey supported by Macklemore, Mopop, Arts Corps, Seattle Foundation. Jonathan Cunningham is one of the co-founders. We've had teaching artists like Gabriel Tiedros, Olisa Enrico, Erica Merritt, Sax G, Maddie Mad Lines, Matt Clifford, and so on and so on. Dada Bass, Yidam Sek, I can go on, but these are really dope artists who are actually active in their craft. So I think it's very important that you do that. So let's see who's tapped in through this virtual world we live in. John is back. And John says, psych for the Qween's performance tonight. These artists, this energy, it's inspiring. Black artists, chefs, and community, you all are amazing. One love. One love, John. Thank you for those words of encouragement. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing this with us, because we need to hear sometimes who is actually paying attention, who is actually listening to the artist and what we are trying to relay and convey to those that are listening and those that are watching. during this time of change, music also has to be accepted in that change. So we want to thank you for tapping in, John. And remember, while we're here, y'all, we're also here to support the Seattle Artist Relief Fund. Remember, this is a grassroots organization that when the pandemic hit, said we have to find ways to support artists. And to this date, they have given out $1 million to artists and creatives in the Seattle area. So we want to give love and respect to them, but we still need to raise $100,000 for artists that are still on the wait list. All right. If you're not on our website, you can visit SeattleShelterFest.com. I talk fast sometimes. ShelterFestSeattle.com. And for more information, find ways to support these artists you're digging and listening to. We got giveaway entry instructions, chat box, send me a message, be featured on the stream. Come on, y'all, tap in with me. Talk to me. I'm getting texts from LA, Las Vegas, Chicago, all over. What's up, Seattle? Where we at? Yo, where we at? Y'all, talk to me. Talk to me. But up next, we have one of I would say one of Seattle's favorite chefs, Tarik Abdullah, right? And we have an exclusive interview with him. Chef Tarik's cuisine is inspired by the taste and flavors of his childhood. Growing up in a Muslim family in a diverse culinary community, his food honors traditions from North Africa and the Mediterranean. Chef T has been juxtaposing food and entertainment for as long as he can remember. You might recognize him from ABC's The Taste or his innovative pop-up brunches in South Seattle. I want you to stay tuned for Chef Tarik Abdullah coming to you after the break.
My name is Tarik Abdullah. I am 47 years old. I am a chef, professional cook for over 30 plus years between Seattle and LA. I am now a Beacon Hill resident for the last 3 years, and I love what I do. We're on the corner of Beacon and Hanford in the Beacon Hill neighborhood. And behind me is the Cocina Filipina, which is their Filipino-owned restaurant that was once here. It's been 5+ years since they've closed. And back in mid-June, Malcolm Proctor and I decided we just wanted to just clean up a corner. Eventually, it just ended up becoming an outdoor art incubator space, combining the culinary arts and the love of art that I have. We have roughly about 80 artists. 20 of them are under the age of 10. So it's been a beautiful, organic project. I mean, it's one thing that food is an art by itself, but in my mind, I've always been trying to figure out ways to incorporate different ideas with food. Midnight Mecca is it's a 5 to 6 course pop-up dinner I used to do. And one of my favorite dinners we did was create a menu based on the number 7 bus line. And so what we did is certain stops, we created a course. So that's one way of just showcasing how I love the arts and how we can incorporate them both. But I got much more in store. Originally at the beginning of the year, I had a complete game plan like anyone else. I think we all had plans for the full year, And my biggest one was to unveil my junior culinary program. And so because of COVID, that put everything on pause, and that meant restructuring everything. And so what I ended up doing was pretty much scrapping all of that, open up a community kitchen, providing free meals. And then midway through the pandemic, we decided to bring on 2 students. So I'm kind of still doing what I love, which is cooking food, providing food, but educating kids at the same time. I've always said that if I can incorporate children into my world of cooking, I feel like that is very important to the Black community. There's not too many of us in the professional world here in Seattle. There's a lot of opportunities around food. It's not just being a guy on the line or it's just being a chef. There's other ways around food. And since I've experienced different levels of food throughout my career, I try to just give kids the opportunity of saying, what I've done, you could do this as well. It's one thing to support Black artists in restaurants now, but we should always do that, period. As of right now, yes, we surely, truly should. But at the end of the day, when the storm is gone and past, we must continue to still support. Everybody has to eat. Everyone has bills to pay. Everyone needs a roof over their head. Pretty straightforward and basic for me. We've been at a point where we talk about what we want for society and the importance of change, and I think it's just important to honestly look at what does change really look like. I feel like we should start as young as possible. So don't just look at your skill set just as a paycheck, but look at it as a skill that you can give to someone else that's half your age, a third of your age, and who knows what they might do with it.
Well said, my brother. Each one teach one. Pass it forward. Don't cut it off with the sword, is what I like to say. We only about building, particularly the youth and the children, but we also want to engage each other. So that's the brother. We run into each other in these streets in Seattle. It's a weird spot. He would probably tell you the same thing. But, Chef Tarik is just a good brother. He's one that when you run into him, he's the same. And I really appreciate the work that he's doing for creatives and just, the culinary arts and sharing that craft and those skill sets. So to support Chef Tarik, his payment handles are on Venmo, and that's Tarik-Abdullah. That's Venmo at TARIK-ABDULLAH. Once again, that's Tarik Abdullah at Venmo, and that's a great way to support him. TARIK-ABDULLAH, or you can go to cheftarik.com and support his mission of these pop-ups and teaching our youth how to cook healthy and to utilize food in a way that is artistic. Once again, y'all know me by now. I feel like I done said my name so much. I want to say, yeah, we know. But I go by the name of Jace ECAj. I am your host of Shelter Fest Seattle 2020. And the reason we are here is to support Black artists and restaurant owners in the greater Seattle area. Quick note on that is that I was just informed, breaking news, we've raised over $3,000 just on the YouTube channel so far. So we want to say thank you. Every dollar counts. Every intention is respected and received. So thank you for that. Thank you for tapping in and tuning in wherever you are in the city or wherever you are in the world. It's so important to know that we have this type of support coming in and supporting artists here in the greater Seattle area. And I also want to remind you that it's great to do it during this pandemic, but what happens when the pandemic is over? Continue to support these artists. We build from what we plant, and what we plant has to be good enough so that it can grow. And for it to grow, the soil has to be well, but so does the seed, so that we are planting seeds and soil that is growing something that will mature into a beautiful forest. And in saying that, I would be remiss to not honor the land and the territory that we are sitting and standing on of the Duwamish people here in the Northwest. And I digress, and I should have did that at the beginning, but I'm doing it now. And so I just wanted to make sure we tap in. What time we got? We got a little more time. We got a little more ingredients, a little more substance for you. So we want to make sure we get to that. Who's tapped in with me? Shamel, Chef Tarik is the truth. I agree. Salah, if I said that wrong, Salah, I did no disrespect. Hey, Tarik, so much love to you and all you do for and in our community. I would agree 110%. To share that is just so important. We have to keep doing that, regardless of whatever clique you running with or whatever. Once we build together, we're so much stronger. All right. Well, next up, we have an artist who is also a chef who is giving away something in the food package. It's Grace Love. Our last performance is from Grace Love, the multi-talented artist, chef, and owner of Nadine's Kitchen, which you can support through our virtual food truck section. Grace Love has spent the last decade working to bring soul music back to the forefront of the Seattle music scene, whether playing with the California Honey Drops, backing Melissa Etheridge, or playing to industry giants like Quincy Jones. Grace Love's voice cuts through the crowd, leaving listeners transported and inspired. Don't miss this final performance of Shelterfest Seattle, coming to you, Grace Love, right after this message.
On behalf of my colleagues at ConvergeMedia, I want to say thank you for tuning in to Shelterfest. Also want to remind you to make sure and donate, order some of that good food, and share the stream.
Hi, my name is Grace Love, and this is my song, Lights Out. Take your time, I ain't going nowhere. I feel my heart exploding everywhere, and I can do things that I said I never would. You bring out the joy, you bring out the good, so let me groove you, baby. I wanna do it to you all night. I wanna bring you to ecstasy and knock your lights out, baby, lights out, baby, lights out, baby, lights out, baby, lights out. When I'm done, you'll be mad. You can't count the ways that I'll break it down. Dream of a fantasy, let me explore your mind and give you something that'll take you back in time, and let me groove you, baby. I wanna do it to you all night. I wanna bring you to ecstasy and knock your lights out, baby, lights out, Baby, lights out. 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 Lights out. Lights out. Lights out. Baby, lights out. Hi, my name is Grace Love. I am a musician and chef, and I live in the Pacific Northwest. We are on a home farm. I won't specify where we're specifically at, but we're in Chimacum, Washington, which is on the Olympic Peninsula. You're seeing where I live and break bread and hang out. The music that I love to make, it ranges. It's vast. I love Ray Charles, but I also can say that I like a little bit of Celine Dion. I haven't admitted that publicly, so I admitted it. My identity affects the music I make by putting me into a box sometimes. You see me, I'm a big black woman, and they're like, oh, soul, R&B, blues, jazz. And then when they hear that I love rock and roll, they're like, whoa, wait a minute. You need to stay in your lane. And I was like, do you not know who Big Mama Thornton is? Like, do you not know who Bessie Smith is? Like, I'm in my lane. I've had a lot of pushback, and I've had to fall into boxes that I don't necessarily fit in. But in order to make money, you got to sometimes do stuff that you don't necessarily want to do. Seattle is as progressive as whole wheat toast. I think that there's a lot of growth that has happened over the few years, but there's a lot more that needs to be done. And I can't stand performative behavior. And I think a lot of people do that. People want to believe that they're good people. And it's like, you are a good person, but you're not actively doing something every day to change the world. You're just, donating $50 here and there. And that's not going to help an artist survive. The reason why Black artists need to be supported is because they haven't been. They have been little trophies that people put on their festivals, and they've been little tropes that people laugh about. But we've created a lot of things, and a lot of things have been stolen from us. And now we're tired. We can't go to a bank and get a loan. They don't look at us the same. And we need people to go to bat for us because we don't have the same resources that other people have. Especially just as a Black queer woman, I don't have the same options as other people do. So I think it's just critical right now. The Black Lives Matter movement is, for me, it's not a movement. It's just a statement. And I think that when people separate that movement to the statement, then they can understand. I just can't in my head fathom why my life doesn't matter. And why this person has to, combat me with other things. I've never said that nobody else's life doesn't matter. I'm just saying that mine does. And I think that I have to step outside of that movement aspect because everybody assumes that I'm a part of the movement. And I'm like, no, I'm a part of the statement. To my beautiful Black and brown and indigenous people out there, I love you. I know it's hard right now, and I know that it feels easy to give up. Let's not do it. Let's come out of the gate swinging. We got this. We always have. Our ancestors told us we got it, so we got to believe them that we're here in this moment for a reason. Hi, this is Grace Love again, and this is my interpretation of Wade in the Water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, soldiers, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Broke my spirit down, couldn't climb out. Spirits held on to me, it was so hard to breathe. Thought I wouldn't make it out alive. Then I heard a voice telling me it's gonna be alright, that I knew my course. Wade in the water, wade in the water, soldiers, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Thank you, Shelterfest.
Yes, yes, yes. Somebody say, yeah, yeah. Wherever you're at in the world, somebody say, yeah, yeah. Ashe. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Grace Love. Thank you for all that you do and all that you contribute back to the culture and the community and our people. So much needed. Thank you for ending with that song. I just love the acknowledgement of our ancestors in these conversations and these performances. So thank you. Grace Love, y'all. That's who that was. And you can visit Grace Love at gracelove.bandcamp.com to pre-order the vinyl. Going back to the classics, talking about Bessie Smith and all of that. But you can pre-order the vinyl for her new album, Sing Into the Dark. And that's gracelove.bandcamp.com. Her payment handles are at CashApp. That's $ Miss Grace Love. Once again, at CashApp, that's $ Miss Grace Love. That's MISSGRACELOVE. MISSGRACELOVE. What a pleasure it's been to be here and share this time with you. All over the country, all over the world, for all those that's tapped in, it's been my pleasure to be your host. I go by the name of Jace ECAj, half of the tandem Black Stacks. And you are watching and tuned in to Shelterfest Seattle 2020. And the reason we're here is to directly support Black artists and restaurant owners in the greater Seattle area. We would be remiss, and I definitely would be remiss, not to shout out to all of our sponsors, partners, and supporters. Shelterfest Seattle is by the community, for the community. A full list of everyone who helped out is on shelterfestseattle.com, and we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you for your contribution. Thank you for allowing your resources to be shared in this way. And thank you for all of the artists that tapped in and shared their stories, their craft, their vision, and their energy. And we want to remind all the viewers that there's still a lot of work to be done. Don't pat yourself on the back yet. We're still traveling the road and still on this journey. And I want to encourage you to integrate equity and anti-racism in the work in your daily lives. I want all non-Black folks who are responsible for educating themselves and addressing disparities caused by generations of systemic racism to really own that and understand why that is so important in these days and times. Shelterfest is fun and uplifting, but it addresses the serious issues of inequities, injustice, inhumanities that are happening all around the world, but particularly here in the Northwest. If you haven't already, visit shelterfestseattle.com to support the Seattle Artist Relief Fund. A big, big deal. Seattle Artist Relief Fund has supported and continues to support many artists during this time where we all have been hard struck. We all have suffered loss. We all have suffered challenge. Seattle Artist Relief Fund is helping the artists through these times. You can pay directly by going to shelterfestseattle.com directly to the artist you witnessed tonight. You can order from Black-owned restaurants in our virtual food truck section. They're still open. You can still eat a little bit. I can't wait till I get home. I think I got something on the menu when I get there. And we'll be releasing individual segments from our show over the next few weeks, along with ways to continue supporting Black artists and restaurant owners. If you missed any performances or just want to stay in the loop, follow at Shelterfest Seattle on Instagram and Facebook for updates. That's at Shelterfest Seattle on Instagram and Facebook. I want to shout out Kathy Red. I want to shout out Lacey Keisha. I want to shout out Vet. I want to shout out Kenel. I want to shout out Junebug and them. I want to shout out Malika May in Spain. I want to shout out Amy Kazin in Russia. I want to shout out The Real Conspiracy and Psychonius in the UK. I want to shout out my family all around the world. I want to shout out Lady Flavor in Las Vegas. I want to shout out The Residency. I want to shout out all the youth that have come through and made that such a success. I want to shout out Creative Justice for the work you're doing. I want to shout out the Vita Agency. I want to shout out the Seattle Massive. I want to shout out the Seattle Collective. Giving it up to G Fields, DJ Frequency, Little Nikita, Mira Craft. I was going to call her Mira Craft. I want to shout you all out for helping us as Black Stacks on our journey and our mission. So I want to thank you. And of course, I want to shout out Shelterfest Seattle 2020. But check this out. We still not done. I got some things to give away. We got giveaways. Y'all want something? Somebody say, yeah, yeah. I said, say, yeah, yeah. I can hear you. Yeah, all over the world. And thanks again to everyone, to all those that have tuned in and tapped in and have supported these artists through this time. You are priceless. You're valuable, and we thank you. We thank you. So once again, it's time to give it away. This is my favorite part. I like to do this and where the heart lives for the residency. So anytime we can give away stuff, I get excited. But let's get to it. The first winner of our Sub Pop package that includes $175 worth of vinyl, apparel, stickers, and a tote. And the winner of the Sub Pop package is Ryan Cox. Ryan Cox. Y'all give it up for Ryan Cox, who is the winner of the Sub Pop package here live on Shelterfest Seattle 2020. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your engagement. Stay on that and continue. And we're going to keep it moving because we have a few more to do before I go away and go eat my good food. Yeah, I'm hungry, y'all, as you can tell. But next up is our food truck giveaway package. If you entered the giveaway today, you were automatically entered to win. And this package includes food and merch from Black-owned restaurants in our virtual food truck section, including Nadine's Kitchen, ECAj Grace Love, One Love, Fats Chicken and Waffles, What's Up E&E, Island Soul, and Jones Barbecue. And the winner of the food truck giveaway package is Alice Patillo. Alice Patillo. I hope I said your name right. No disrespects, but thank you, Alice, for entering the giveaway. Thank you for your support of these restaurants. I hope you found a favorite and you'll continue to support these restaurants, and I hope you enjoy this package. So thank you for your contribution. Last but not least, in our Flash Artist giveaway package, if you enter on day one, you are automatically entered to win. This package includes music and merch from artists in our lineup, including Tiffany Wilson. Yeah. BEARAXE. Come on. Gifted Gab. Y'all know where that's at. And Rell Be Free, the South End legend. And the winner of our last giveaway, Flash Artist giveaway package, is Esther Caddy Smith. Esther Caddy Smith. Congratulations. You got new music to listen to. You got a great soundtrack. You're going to be moving and grooving and enjoying the tunes. So thank you for signing up and being the winner of the Artist Package giveaway. I want to say congratulations and thank you all for playing. We'll be getting in touch to coordinate delivery, so keep out an eye for an email from hello@Bad Habit Media. I want to shout out Bad Habit Media. I should have did that first. They've done a wonderful job, a great job of capturing and sharing what the artists were able to present. And I just want to give them an applause. Bad Habit Media, y'all, it's all love. That's my family now. And we want to thank you again for tuning into Shelterfest Seattle. We truly appreciate you. We honor you. We understand that this is a contribution made because you understand why this is so important. This is just one step in our road, in our building of what we want the world to know is coming from the Pacific Northwest, particularly Seattle. I want to thank all the artists that were on day one. I want to thank all the artists that were here on day two. And for all of those that missed it, you can go to KEXP's YouTube channel and you can play it again or play it for the first time. But either way, I promise you that you're going to walk away from here feeling a vibration and an energy and an empowerment of these Black artists, these Black creatives, these Black restaurant owners, and understand why we play such an important part, not just here in the Northwest, but around the globe. On behalf of Shelterfest, behalf of myself, I want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in, tapping in, staying filthy, supporting, finding new artists, finding new restaurants, and just making this a wonderful event. I'm Jace ECAj, half of the tandem, Black Stacks. I want to thank Fat Funk Studios for allowing me to sit here and share this time and space with you all. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out here. Stay alert. Stay inspired. And as we say, stay staxing. Peace, y'all.